And then the girl straight up was like, no offense, I don't give a fuck what Tiani got. Girl, when I was like, guys, I was literally, I swear to God this happened. I cannot lie about this. They were like, Tiani, how did you do? What did you do? I was like, girl, I actually busted my ass on this one, I'm not gonna lie. And they're like, I bust my ass for every test. And I'm like, okay, so why'd you get a 50? So it's like people will literally brag that they got a good grade, but as soon as they get a bad grade, they shut the fuck up. And it's like, no, keep talking. Actually, keep talking. Like, cause it's like, keep the same energy. Like, if you're gonna talk so much about the test, talk so much about the test. Cause now I want to talk about it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about my New Year's resolutions for 2023, my predictions for next year / goals / a letter to myself, a recap of 2022 featuring my highlights of the year, and a mini semester recap of my 3rd semester in nursing school. I have some funny stories that happened this semester with other student nurses and how my grades and classes went this semester. So make sure you guys stick around to watch. So yeah, if you guys want to see all that, just keep on watching. Hi guys, so I know this video is hella late and I'm talking about some new year, new me type stuff and literally posting on the last day of January, and that's like embarrassing. First of all, this video was supposed to go up exactly 31 days ago and it didn't. Yeah. For the rest of the year I'm going to be on my stuff, okay? For sure, all my stuff. January I just needed a second to relax from not only nursing school but from doing Vlogmas. That was a lot, and then I was sick, and then I had the holidays, and then family stuff, and it was a lot. So I'm back, I'm here. I'm gonna be trying to post at the very least once a month, but yeah, you guys should be seeing more of me, and I'm glad to be back. Yeah, also, I wanted to say, I felt like I didn't finish Vlogmas because I didn't post the 4th week, but then I realized Vlogmas ends with Christmas, so you don't post the 4th week, usually it's just 3 weeks of vlogging. So technically, I did finish Vlogmas. I just actually have one more vlog, because remember I was doing 2 times a week. I did one of the 3rd week, and I need to do one more, which I'm going to post probably right after this video. I'm going to post that one. It's like my last study vlog, etc, while I was sick, studying for my test. I'm going to post that, and I'm not going to title it Vlogmas. I'm just going to title it as like a regular school vlog and stuff, or study vlog, whatever. And you guys are going to see that as well, and then I'll move on to the rest of this year, my life, everything else. So yeah, look forward to that as well. Thank you guys for sticking around with me. Happy New Year. Love to see you guys. You look great. Love what you did with yourself. You look very comfy right now. This one's gonna be a long video, so just, get a snack. If you want to start cooking, put me to the side and start cooking. Listen out. Make sure you stick to the end for some funny stories, because girl has some funny stories. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Love you. Mwah. Bye. Hey guys. So I was gonna do my makeup first and then just do the video as normal, but I just started putting my moisturizer on, and then I was like, why don't I just do like a get ready with me kind of vibe and talk with you guys. My makeup doesn't take too long, so hopefully that'll keep me on task to know what I need to talk about and when I should get off a certain topic. I don't want this video to be too long-winded. Happy 2023. This video is supposed to be going up on New Year's Eve. Let's hope it does. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's start talking about 2022. I guess let's start with that. I wrote down a bunch of stuff that I want to mention, and the list goes on and on, so I want to make this video quick. Like I said, I don't want it to be too long, but I just want to talk to you guys. So first I want to do a quick recap of 2022 for me. I'm not going to be going over any products or anything, just talking. So 2022, I believe overall was a really good year for me. It was like my first real, like, true adult year. I feel like at the moment I'm still very much a kid in a lot of ways, but also very much an adult in a lot of other ways. So it's like a kind of a weird mix where I'm at right now, but I feel like I definitely did a lot more adult things this year. I traveled this year, which, I mean, I traveled last year, and I think I traveled probably the year before that too, but this year I went out of the country with my boyfriend. That was crazy. First of all, I haven't even been out the country with my parents, okay? So that's kind of crazy. I went out the country for the first time, so that happened. I went upstate with my boyfriend again, and we like stayed in this cool house called like the Container House. It was like a crazy cool experience. I vlogged, like I did a half-ass vlog and it probably will never go up, but I might insert some clips here if I have them. If I don't, I don't. But it was pretty cool. We spent a weekend up there and it was really beautiful and nice. DR was of course beautiful and nice. If you guys haven't seen that vlog, go check it out. That was really fun. Oh my god, coming back, I'm just gonna do a quick mini type of sidebar on coming back. So my aunt works for JetBlue, so we use standby tickets because we get them extremely discounted, right? But they're standby tickets, which means if there's space on the flight we can make it, but if not, we can't. So coming back from DR, we bought standby tickets because we didn't know it would be ridiculous to come back, but it was ridiculous to come back. We ended up missing every single flight of the day that we were supposed to leave, stayed another day, missed every single flight again, but then at the end, like the very last flight, we just happened to make it and we went home. The next day all the flights were packed again, so we wasn't going to, like, if we didn't make that last flight, if we would have left that day and come back the next day, we wouldn't have made any flight the next day or the day after that. It was ridiculous. Bottom line is, we know now to never buy standby on coming back. On the way there, it wasn't a big deal. Like, even if we did miss some of the flights, we didn't, but even if that were to happen, at least we're still in America, we're at home, we can go back to our house, you know? When we was in DR and we missed the flights, we was in DR, okay? No, we didn't go back to the hotel, like the resort, because first of all, that'd be expensive as hell to just book another night. Second of all, it's not like a hotel where you could just, oh, I'm just gonna stay for the night. No, it's a resort, so like, you know what I mean? Luckily, Hector had family in DR. He's from DR, so he has family out there. Mind you, not that he keeps in touch with them like too frequently, so it was kind of like awkward to like, hey, can we like stay with you? But it happened to work out, so we ended up staying with them, and it actually ended up being a really cool experience where it was like something that was unexpected, and we was like, oh, I don't know, because like, you know how it is to have like a not a long lost, but like a extended family member who lives in another country, who you don't really talk to that much. You probably maybe say Merry Christmas to them, but maybe not, most likely not. You probably, you know, just see him when you see him. It was that kind of vibe, and Hector doesn't really know him like that. It was his uncle, and I definitely don't really know him like that, so it was just kind of like awkward for the both of us, but it ended up being really cool. He was really cool. Hector's cousin ended up being there too, that we do know because we met her before. Like, she lives out here with us, not with us, but you know what I mean. So we met her before, and she just happened to be in DR at the same time as us, so she kind of was like a buffer between us and the uncle that we don't really talk to like that. So that ended up being cool. We went to KFC. Yo, KFC in the Caribbean is fire. It was so good. But anyway, it ended up being like a weird little extension to the trip that was like not planned but cool. The airport part was not cool. I was having like an emotional breakdown, but that's besides the point. It was a cool trip. It was a really cool trip, and then that was fun as well, like just going to his house, seeing how it was in actual DR. Like, we was in the tourist part of DR before, but then we went to his house and we saw real DR, like the real blocks and the streets, and it was really cool. It was really cool. So that was a fun experience. Look at me talking and not doing it. And honestly, even though during that time I was like super stressed out and worried and nervous and was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna get home, when am I gonna go home, it all ended up working out, and we also ended up seeing like a different side of DR than we thought we were going to be seeing. Ended up staying an extra day and a half, almost basically extra 2 days. We stayed an extra 2 days, but then the second day, right before we would have left and went back to the uncle's house again, we caught that last flight, so that was a blessing. But that was so crazy. And plus, like I said, like you guys saw, my phone was broken, so that whole time like I'm stressing out, I have no phone, and then I was literally about to just buy us full price tickets, which mind you, same day full price tickets from DR to America was going to be $1,000 each, and I was really about to just drop my bag because I was so stressed out and just like, bro, I don't even care, get me out of here. And mind you, okay, so on top of me about to do that, and I was like, whatever, fuck it, I'll just pay it off later, just put it on a credit card, I don't care, I just want to go home. On top of that, I couldn't even, like, I was like, bro, I don't even think my daily limit would allow that, because I have a credit limit above that, but I don't think my daily limit would allow that, and I've never spent like that much in one sitting. Also, I'm in a foreign country, so I was pretty sure my card was probably gonna do some weird shit like, oh, it's just you, blah blah blah, some extra stuff, and like, oh, you have to verify this and that, and I don't have my phone, so all like the two-factor authentications clipped. None of that was working. I couldn't authorize anything, couldn't call no banks, couldn't say nothing, and plus again, we're overseas, can't call on the regular thing unless you want your phone bill to go crazy. So it was just a very stressful situation, and I'm glad it all worked out. It's a funny story now, but during the moment you can imagine how crazy stressed out people were Hector was very level-headed, so I appreciate that. But I stressed the fuck out. Like, it was crazy. Anyway, that was a fun trip. DR was fun. Also visited my cousin, Monty. Me and Hector drove out to Pennsylvania and just saw her for the weekend, which was another vlog that I did in the Vlogmas series. It was so cute. She showed us around her town in Pennsylvania. It was really nice. It was just nice to be able to like to travel and just be like adults doing things. You know what I mean? It was just like very adulty. More highlights of the year. First of all, let's talk about the fact that I'm still in nursing school. I cannot believe it, guys. Literally a year ago from today. Maybe a year ago and like a week ago from today. Like I thought I would be doing fundamentals right now. Like a year ago and a week ago. Today, I would think that, okay, damn, like I'm gonna have to redo the first semester. I am now about to start my 4th semester. I'm about to start my last semester of nursing school. Can we just take a moment and just thank God? Can we just take a moment? Because your girl is still here? I can't. It's crazy. Bro, I didn't fail. I actually didn't fail 2 more times after that first time I didn't fail. Can you believe it? I'm like handling my shit. It's crazy. Another highlight this year for me would have to be my birthday. Usually every year on my birthday, I cry. I cry every year on my birthday, not because of anything specific or like something someone did or anything. It's just like, I guess I just I don't know, I build it up in my mind maybe to be like this whole big huge thing, and then it's not, and then I'm just super disappointed. I don't know what happens. It's just like the birthday blues. If you guys know, you know. And then on the day, there's like a bunch of stuff always ends up going wrong, and it's like, why can't my birthday just go right? So this year for my birthday, I chose to do a birthday photo shoot, which was a huge deal for me, especially because I've always wanted to do like photo shoot or something. I've just never, I don't know, I never had the confidence to do it, and I just was always like, oh, it's gonna be expensive, it's gonna be hard to find a photographer, I don't know my angles, all these things, and I just kept making excuses. This year I was just like, you know what, no, let's just do it. Let's have the birthday shoot, because you know what, you deserve it. I set high expectations for my birthday, for it to be a good day and everything, but I don't actually do things to make sure it's going to be a good day, if that makes sense. Like, I just kind of hope it is, and then it isn't. I mean, I always plan things to do, like, okay, I'm like, the week of, I'm like, okay, so this day, I want to go here, this day, let's do this day, like, you know, I always plan things, but it's just always kind of underwhelming, because I plan, like, just dates, like, it's just a bunch of dates, so it's like, okay, cute, but then after the date is over, it's like, alright, that was for my birthday, and it's nothing, like, memorable that I could take. I mean, like, things are memorable. I don't know what I'm saying, guys, just ignore me. I'm literally just talking myself in circles. But either way, I was really proud that I planned a photo shoot for my birthday, because, you know me, I'm a Leo. I love the attention, I love the shine, and I feel like I don't give myself opportunities to have that, you know what I mean, like attention, shine, all, you know, like I don't give myself those opportunities just because I feel like I'm gonna look stupid, or like I'm going to embarrass myself, or things aren't gonna be as I hoped. I feel like I'm more on track with what I'm trying to say here. So I try not to do too many things where it's like I'm putting myself too out there, because although I'm a Leo and I love the attention and I love all the things, I'm also insecure, and I also have my insecurities, and I overthink things, and I'm also not where I want to be physically all the way. So doing something as, I don't want to say vain, doing something as, I don't know, physical, or, you know, where it's literally just about looking good as a photo shoot, like doing something like that, if those pictures were to turn out terribly, I don't know, like I feel like my self-esteem, my pride, everything would just be like, oh god, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just didn't want that. But then I'm like, bro, like, listen, you only live once. This guy takes great pictures, and you're cute. You be looking cute, girl. Like, I don't know why you're trying to play yourself like you don't be looking cute. You be looking cute, girl. Like, go take a picture or two. Like, it can't be that, it cannot be that bad. And I'm like, ugh, you're right. I'm just being annoying. So I sucked it up, and I was like, okay, girl, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go, we're gonna take the pictures, we're gonna do the things. And I did it, and it turned out great. My pictures came out great. I'm still not at the ideal weight I want to be at, or my body goals or whatever, but I just was like, girl, if you sit here and wait for you to be skinnier or slimmer or whatever, and you want to be snatched and all these things, and it's like, that's great, it's great, it's great. But if you just keep sitting here and waiting for those things to happen so you could finally take pictures of yourself, how old are you gonna be by this time? Like, let's be real. It's like a fine line between wanting better for yourself and not letting yourself enjoy things. You know what I mean? There's a fine line, and I feel like this past year I started to realize that and just like kind of let myself relax. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, you're not at your ideal weight, you don't look how I want you to look, so you shouldn't take pictures. But in the same breath, I'm like, bro, I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm strong, I still think I'm pretty, even though I'm not where I know I can be. I still think I'm pretty, I still think my body's pretty. Why can't I celebrate that? Why can't I take pictures? Why can't I enjoy me being young and cute and sexy and you know what I mean? Like, just enjoy it, just enjoy them. Like, why are you taking yourself so seriously? And I'm like, you're right, you know what, you're right, let me do it, let me just enjoy it, and if anything, there's always Facetune. So I was like, you know what, let's just take the pictures, it cannot be that bad. So I took them. They did not come out bad at all, so I was very happy with them. For someone who's not at their ideal body goal, it didn't look it in the pictures. I think I looked gorgeous, I think I looked beautiful, and a lot of people said the same thing. Not that I need other people's validation, period. It was just that as long as I saw the pictures and I immediately was just like, oh, they're beautiful, then I was happy, and that's exactly what happened. So I felt good. I seen little rollies, I seen little roly-polies and little squishies sticking out, but I was like, overall, beautiful picture. Overall, beautiful girl. Okay, period. Not to toot my own horn. Beautiful girl, beautiful picture, period. End of story. And that made me feel good. So whatever anyone said, whether they were lying, whether they thought I looked fat, whether they thought whatever the fuck they thought, I didn't care, because I like the pictures, and honestly, that's all that matters, because at the end of the day, you're the only person who gotta sit with yourself. And another thing I realized is, honestly, let's be real, honestly, it only gets worse. No, I'm kidding, it doesn't only get worse, but I remember maybe 2 years ago, or maybe 1 year ago, I looked at myself and I was like, bro, you're so fat. Bro, you're so blah blah blah. Bro, you're so blah blah blah. Now I look back at those times I said I was fat, I was this, I was that. I'm like, girl, you were skinny mini. What are you talking about? I can't. And it's like, I would kill to get that body back. The body that I was talking about was fat, it was this, was that. And who knows, maybe next year I'll kill to have this body back. Hopefully not. Hopefully next year I'm gonna be like, yo, I used to look like that, crazy. You know what I mean? But the point is, just capture how you look now, because at the end of the day, you can look back at it later, see the changes you made. Let's not just ignore all these years where we feel like we could look better and not document any of that, because then later on, when we look better or we look worse, we can look back and see what we used to look like. Again, I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, ignore me. But yeah, anyway, so I gotta move on. I gotta start moving on. Long story short, birthday photo shoot went great. I felt confident, I felt nice, and it was nice to step out of my comfort zone and do something that was kind of just like, I can't ensure 100% that this is gonna look good. I just can hope, and I can just do my best and hope it's gonna look good, but I can't ensure it 100%. And that's always hard for me to do. I like ensuring things. I like when things are a sure thing or a guarantee that I will look good, but this wasn't that. This really wasn't that. This was not a guarantee. This was just a maybe. It was a strong maybe. But it ended up looking good, and I ended up being happy, so end the story on that one. Okay, so I look real pale. Okay, another thing I did this year that I'm super happy about and super grateful for was I started to be more consistent on YouTube, which was really cool, because I definitely noticed I got a ton more growth from posting and a lot more interactions with you guys, and I love that people always feel like they could share their stories with me, and you guys don't even understand how much it literally makes my day when I see a comment and it's like this huge paragraph and it's like, oh my god, Tiani, I love that you posted this because this happened to me and I relate because of that, and I'm like, bro, stop. And there was so many times, and I mentioned this in my last year video too, there were so many times where like I'm like going through something like, oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this, like either whether it be school wise or whatever, and then I just see a comment and it's like, oh my god, you gotta keep posting because this is so helpful and this, that, and the third. And it's just like something that's like, it always comes at the right time. It always comes like right when I need a pick me up, like something inspiring to lift me up, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. You guys are really just crazy timing, crazy everything. It's just like, I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed to have a bunch of people who literally know me from a hole in a wall. Know me from a hole in the wall or like a video on a screen, and you guys support me so much. So much support, so much love. And I can tell you guys really care. A lot of you guys actually stay to the end of the videos and be known to comment the little secret emojis and stuff. And I'm like, guys, like, why do you fuck with me so hard? I love you guys. I really do. I really, truly love you guys. Like it. Anyway, so I just get so excited about you guys, and that's why it really bothers me so much when I don't get to post as frequently as I want to, because I just know, I'm like, bro, I want to tell my people, I want to let them know what's going on with my life. Honestly, if I could just walk around with a camera and it just uploads automatically, that would be great. But it would also be like 10 hours of footage of just me talking, and you guys wouldn't see much, so it'd be like maybe not great, maybe not the best. But honestly, I just wish there was an easier way for me to get from point A to point B with like editing videos and getting it to you guys. I don't know how to talk about things without getting into the next subject, but yeah, I love you guys so much. You guys are a highlight of my year. I love that you guys DM me, and sometimes you guys DM me, ask me more personal questions, which I love, so feel free guys to DM me at Tiani McLoyd on IG. Text me anything you want about school, about life, about hair, about beauty, whatever. Ask me anything. I love talking to you guys, and I love that you guys interact with me and mess with me so hard, even though I upload so inconsistently. I appreciate all the love and support you guys give me. For real, honestly. Anyway, another thing, I'm grateful for my boyfriend. I know he's watching me. I'm grateful for him because honestly, I don't have that many friends, right? And I feel like this is like a thing nowadays where it's like a bunch of girls don't have that many friends, and it's like my boyfriend is my best friend, and he really is. And I'm glad I can always talk to him about my insecurities and all the things I want to do but don't feel like I have the power to do, or whatever. I feel like I can talk to him about whatever and he'll get me, and if he doesn't get me, he'll try to get me, and he'll try to see from where I'm coming from, and I'm really grateful for him. I don't know how this turned into me talking about what I'm grateful for, but I am grateful, and I would like to talk about things I am grateful, and I should bring up the things I'm grateful for more often. And yeah, I think this brings me into my next subject, honestly. I don't know if I got everything and covered everything that I wanted to talk about this year, which I need to be more organized with that next time I do this, because I want to make this like a yearly video that I do every year right before New Year's Eve and stuff. I want to make this like a thing, but I need to be more organized. This is my first time doing it, and I'm literally choosing to do it the day of New Year's Eve, so that's the reason for this. But anyway, we're gonna get into our resolutions for the year of 2023. One of my resolutions is to be more consistent. I want to be more consistent on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I want to figure out a balance where it works with my life seamlessly. Like, I just know, whether that be I put aside one day and just do all my content for everything, and I just do that weekly, and I don't kill myself that one day. Like, the one day I just be like, maybe I do like 1 YouTube video, 3 TikToks, and then 3 Instagram posts, subject things. I don't know what the scheduling would be. I always try to make a schedule for myself, and then it ends up being unrealistic for me to sustain. So I need to figure out a balance for my life, especially with school. School this semester is going to be a little more intensive, just because I'm going back up to 3 days a week, when before I literally was going 1 day a week, and I still barely manage to post once a month. So I'd love to see how this is going to turn out next semester. I would like to be more consistent this year. I want to just manage my life better. Time management is key, because honestly, there's no reason why I have 3 days of school, right, and then 3 days off. And yeah, like I'm doing homework and stuff. Let's say I'm up 18 hours of the day. I'm not doing homework 18 hours of the day. So there's no real reason why I cannot put at least an hour or 2 into editing a video or taking a picture or something. There's no reason for that. There's no reason why I can't figure out a way to do that. As long as I manage my time correctly, and I'll be like, okay, cool, this is for resting, this is for doing this is for scratching my ass, doing nothing. Like, I need to have scheduled out time slots, and I need to figure it out. But I'm gonna try to figure it out this year, okay? I'm going to try to figure it out for real, because I mean, it's cute when you're 17, it's cute when you're 18, it's cute when you're 19. When you're 22 and you're still saying it, it's like, girl, alright, when are you gonna figure it out? Like, figure it out. So I would like to figure it out. Another resolution I want to complete or conquer or whatever is to stop procrastinating. Oh, that's like the worst thing. I am the queen of procrastinating, and I will do it forever and ever. Forever and ever, until the very last minute of everything. And that's not good, not only for Oh gosh. Not only for me working for myself and just doing things that I want to do and getting things done that I want to get done, but also if I'm working with brands or anything else I need to get done by a certain time. Waiting till the last minute is not the best thing to do. It doesn't look good, you know. I just don't want to be that type of person that people don't think they can rely on. I always want to be someone that other people can rely on to do things, or just to be that person that's like, oh, Tiani will get it done. Oh, Tiani, she'll get it done. Okay, she'll get it done days before it needs to get done. She'll get it done. I want people to talk about me like that. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be like, oh, I don't know, because remember last time? You know, I don't want that. I really don't. So yeah, I just want to get my cred up, my street cred, my street cred up. But yeah, I want to work on my procrastination. I want to work on being late as well, because if you watch any of my vlogs, you could see in every single vlog where I'm going anywhere, I'm late. I'm running late. I'm late as hell. It's crazy. Like, it's not even cute anymore. Like, and there's a point where it's not cute. Like, there's a point where it's like, okay, like if you're going to a party, right? What's fashionably late to you, right? Like, maybe it starts at 6, right? Fashionably late would be like, okay, come at 6:40. You know, cute. Girl, I be getting there at like 8. Started at 6. And I'm shooting to go there at 6:40 or 7. Because honestly, I'm not gonna come the first hour of the party. Maybe we'll get this at 7. 7's cute. 7:10. Okay. Alright. You know, like, okay. 8? Why are we showing up places at 8 o'clock? Like, you know what I mean? And it's not just that. It's even for school stuff. It's like, okay, you have to be there by 8 a.m. I'm walking in at like 8:05, 8:06, 8:10. Like, just because I didn't plan I know how to plan it out. So I'll plan it out and be like, I need to leave the house by 7:02 to get there by 8 a.m. Perfectly fine. I'll know to do that. I'll schedule everything out to do that and be like, okay, cool. Alarm set for 6:30. Cool. Everything's great. And then somehow I end up leaving at 7:20. Like, it's just, I would like to work on being late. I want to work on that. Okay, I still believe I have ADHD. I don't care what any doctor says. I don't care if they want to call it anxiety. I believe I have ADHD. I have all the symptoms of someone who has ADHD, but hey, I just need another opinion. I think I'm just gonna get another opinion because I'm not too sure about that one. It was like a over the phone type of thing, and she was just like, girl. And once I told her I was in nursing school, she was like, oh, that's why you're in nursing school. I'm like, no, girl, but for real. And then she just didn't take me serious after that, so I didn't respect that. But anyway, besides the point, she just said I was in nursing school, so I must be anxious and stressed out and just relax, and here's some anxiety meds. And I'm like, I don't need anxiety meds. I think I need ADHD meds, but hey. Anyway, let's move on. Next thing I want to work on is to work out, of course. I want to start working out. I want to get this body snatched. Whether that be I'm considering getting either a YMCA membership, which I don't know anything about the YMCA. I've never been there. If anybody knows how the YMCA gym situation is, let me know down below. Is there a bunch of kids there? Like, I don't know how it works, but the membership sounds real cute. Cause they have a student discount, which is like $80 for the year. So I'm definitely looking into it. And they have classes. I know they have like Zumba classes, HIIT workouts, which I'm not interested in. Not interested in HIIT workouts at all. I really am interested in Zumba though. Zumba classes, they have like kickboxing stuff, like just like a bunch of class type workouts, and I would love to do class workouts. I think I would do better in that type of environment than just going to the gym and trying to work out by myself, because I don't have anyone holding me accountable at that point, and it's just like, you know, it's just so boring. It's so boring, and the workout things is like, it's tiring, but you could stop, take a sip, get back in it, because you know there's so many other people that's doing it too. They're dying too, and it's like we're all dying together. It's great. You know what I mean? So I think I like that type of environment better than me just in the gym, like walking on a treadmill and then lifting weights. Sometimes I can get into the vibe of it, but this year I have not. Like, I just couldn't get into the vibe of anything gym related at all. So I want to do that this year. I want to try it. I want to get into the gym, work out more, and stay in shape. I want to stay in shape and feel in shape. Like, just feel like, okay, if I have to run to catch a train, I'm not like can I just run for the minute and a half it takes me to run from the parking lot to the train without dying, please? Thank you. Like, girl, it's a minute and a half, relax. Anyway. Okay, so there's that. Let me cross these out as I go because I'm gonna keep getting confused. I want to cook more, eat out less. That's pretty self-explanatory. I love cooking, and there's no reason why I should be eating out as much as I do. It's just, McDonald's is so good. And honestly, even when it's not good, next time I'll still want it. Like, it's like ridiculous. It's like, I think they literally put stuff in it to make it so addicting. And it's like, even when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, the fries be greasy, the nuggets be dry, and I'm like, I still could go for some nuggets and fries. What is that? I don't know. I don't know what type of situation they got going on at McDonald's, but it needs to stop. Okay, I need to cook more. I noticed also, I'm starting to get to that age, guys, where I'm eating out at restaurants and I'm like, it would have tasted better if I made it. Like, I could make that better. Like, honestly, I like my cooking better. I didn't think I'd get to that age, and I always thought people who said that were just like, okay, girl, bye. But dead ass, I'd be like, wow, this would be better if I cooked it. Just because I like the way I season things, I like the techniques I use, and I don't know. I'm getting to that age, and it's like, okay, girl, so if you like your cooking so much, then why don't you keep doing it? But anyway, so I want to do that more this year. I want to read more. I don't read at all. I used to read so much as a kid, mostly because I was on Wattpad. If you know Wattpad, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, anyway, so I want to read more. I want to read more books in general, whether it be self-help or love stories. I love a good love story, bro. I love a good love story. I love a good werewolf, ex-vampire romance. I love a good situation like that. The only thing I just don't love about books, I feel like, especially not Wattpad books, it's just that sometimes they just be kind of dry, like, because, you know, they gotta be, like, kind of PG-13 for everybody. But I'm like, girl, I want the sauce. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. So, if you know what I mean and you know a good book recommendation, I'm talking love stories. I'm talking detailed love stories. If you have any recommendations for me, let me know down below, okay? Let me know. Let me know so I can give it a read. I am looking for just a bunch of love stories. I heard of Colleen Hoover, and there's some other writer as well that does some decent stuff, but I haven't read any of their work. So if you know which book to pick, because I don't even know which book to pick, let me know down below. Again, I want to start reading this year, so please let me know. Another thing I want to do is do more things with my look. I feel like I just literally, if you see my vlogs, which if you're watching this, you probably watch my vlogs, because you're a real one. I feel like I just always look the same. I always look run down. I always look like I'm going through it. I always look tired. I always look, not me looking tired or run down. That's crazy. But it's dead ass. It's like so serious. Like, when do I ever just look like this? Whenever you see me going to school like this? No, because I'd be looking tired and ran through. Not ran through, that's crazy. Ran through is crazy. But you know what I mean. I just feel like I'm always looking like I'm just going through it. Like, I literally just wake up and get out of bed and go to school. And that's true. I dead do. Like, for real, that's what I get out of bed, brush my teeth, throw some sweats on, and go to school. I don't do my hair, I don't do makeup, I don't do anything. And I just want to present myself better this year. This year I want to just be more feminine and look more feminine in general. Just like, I feel like I don't put any effort into anything I do, and it's like, girl, like, honestly, that's fine. Honestly, ain't nothing wrong with that, because I deserve to just look like shit. You know, I deserve to. Not saying I look like shit, but I deserve to be able to just look like shit. And honestly, period. Like, do you, girl? But I don't want to. I don't want to look like shit. But if that's what you want to do, ain't nothing wrong with look like shit every once in a while. You know what I mean? You know, because I just feel like the excuse I was giving myself anyway was, girl, bye, the school does not deserve to see me at my best. Like, what? Y'all don't be looking your best, so why do I have to look good? And I'm like, that's true, but honestly, Tiani, when do you go out? Like, when do you leave the house? What's the times you leave the house, right? Let's talk about it. You want to look your best for things that deserve your best. Okay, so when do you ever leave the house? I leave the house to go to school, to maybe go to Target, maybe get gas, right? And honestly, two of these things probably mesh with the first one. So I'll probably just leave the house to go to school, and then I end up going to Target and get gas on the same day, right? So it's like, after a certain point, like, of you just looking like shit all the time, it's just like, that's just what you look like. Like, there's no differentiation between like, no, this is like where I look like when I don't care. Like, girl, you always don't care. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to kind of get that, where I'm like, I'm just a person that doesn't care. Like, that's what I am. So I just be showing up places not caring how I look, whether it be Target, Walmart, gas station. Like, you know what I mean? There's people that just try. Like, and even if you're not, I'm not saying I need to be wearing heels and a dress and a blah 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 everywhere I go. No, but I'm just saying I could do something to my hair. I can make sure the curls are popping, right? I could maybe throw a little blush on, some lip gloss. I buy all this makeup. I have all this makeup. I could do a little something, or a little 1-2. You know, put a cute shirt on with maybe some jeans. If not jeans, then maybe some cute leggings with some boots. I don't know. Like, we could try a little hard. We could pick out outfits for school. Come on. Granted, we sit in a lecture, so that's the thing. It's like, girl, you sitting in a lecture. I want to be comfortable, which is fair. But it's just like, everywhere you need to be comfortable. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, it's fine. I just know what I mean, and I mean I want to start trying harder this year. And just by, if I'm going out real quick, put a cute little fit on. It doesn't have to be like your best things, but put on something that you know is gonna be cute. Like I feel like I always match. At the very least, I feel like that's the very least I always match. But it's just like you're still wearing sweats and an oversized t-shirt and Uggs, like at the end of the day. But at the very least, it's gonna be gray sweats with a black t-shirt and black Uggs, because I'm always gonna match. But I still look crazy. Like I still look crazy. I match, but I look crazy. So let's try this year to put a little more effort into the way we look, because that's how you present yourself to the world. And how you present yourself to the world is how you are. So yeah, I'm just gonna try more this year. Also, I want to change up my look more often. Like I feel like I just be so fine and complacent with the way I look, and I just want to do more things. I'm starting to get more tattoos. So I already have this one and my back tattoo, which I think I've showed you guys in a video before. I think I did. I definitely did. It was in one of my vlogs a couple months back. I showed you guys my tattoo, my back tattoo. But yeah, I want to get more tattoos. I supposedly have an appointment in January sometime. It's not set yet, but my tattooer is opening their dates for January, and I'm on a wait list, and I'm one of the first people to get it. So whenever she lets me know, I will be getting a tattoo over here somewhere, I believe, or something like right here. Very exciting. Very exciting. Changing up our look, trying new things, trying new styles. I love trying a bunch of different, especially clothes styles. Trying different colors and different looks and different things. Stepping out of my comfort zone. Yeah. Another thing, which is kind of vulnerable for me to say, this year I want to stop biting my nails. Okay, I'm wearing press-ons right now, so don't try to look, okay? I'm sure some of you, if not all of you, if not some of you, or if not none of you, but I'm gonna bring it up now because I should hold myself accountable. Have seen my nails, okay? They look terrible. Stop, I'm going to cry. Okay, I've been biting my nails ever since I can remember. Not to blame my mom, not blaming her, but I will say, when I was a kid, she used to cut my nails extremely short. Just probably because she didn't want me to scratch myself or whatever. But she did cut them really short. So I kind of never experienced having nails. So every time my nails grow in, I just hate the feeling of always accidentally scratching myself or something. Or like my nail snagging or just bending. And I hate that feeling, so I just always bite it off. And then I always get so insecure whenever I want to be like, oh, look at this, guys, look at this. And I can't just do that like everybody else can just pick something up and show it to the camera. Because I'm like, guys, my nails look terrible. Like, they look really bad. And I want to stop. And now that I just said this on camera, I'm hoping that I actually will stop. Press-ons help me to not bite them because I obviously can't. And honestly, I don't even get the urge to bite my nails when I have press-ons on. When they're off is when I have the urge. So it's like kind of weird. And it's kind of like annoying because in nursing school, they don't want you to have press-ons or fake nails or acrylic nails or anything. So it's kind of like, okay, just kind of leave it out. But then when I get anxious and I'm in school and everything. So if anybody has any tips to help stop biting nails, please let me know down below. I would love to take it. I've tried the nail polish that makes the nails gross, but I just somehow get through it and just chip it off and then bite my nails anyway. I've tried just painting them clear. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I get stressed out and do it. So I mean, I'm not saying that lady was lying about me having anxiety. I definitely have anxiety, but I think it stems from ADHD. But hey. But anyway, so yes, I want to stop biting my nails in 2023 because, like, girl, I'm an adult. Like, please, it's not cute anymore. In high school, it was like, it wasn't cute, but it was like, okay, you're a teenager, like, you grow out of it. But, like, I'm waiting to grow out of it. And it's like, it's not gonna just happen. You have to make conscious decisions to make it stop. So that is another resolution of mine. Another resolution is to make more friends. I want to make more friends this year. I don't have that many friends. And, I mean, I have friends. Like, you guys have seen my friends appear in my vlogs a bunch of times. But I don't have anyone that's like close to me to just be my bestie. And that's what I want. I want my bestie or a little friend group that's like a cool, close-knit group that's like I can talk to them about any and everything. I want that type of friendship. I don't have that currently. I just have a bunch of friends that I'm cool with and I could talk to them about certain things, but like not everything. I don't have anyone that I could talk about everything with. And that's upsetting, but it is what it is. I've had situations where I have met people and they started out really cool and we vibed right off the bat, but then I started to see some red flags and I immediately dipped out, like immediately. Cause I'm kind of still in like the situation where, okay, I'm sorry, am I done with my makeup? Okay, I'm kind of still, I don't want to say wounded, because I don't think I'm wounded, but I'm kind of still iffy about people. I'm not done, I still gotta do lashes. I'm kind of still like weary about just letting anybody around my energy. Like I try to protect my energy at all costs. I put me first, because a lot of times in the past, especially in high school and stuff, I didn't put my energy first, and I just put myself in situations with people where I don't know, I just like let them be them, even though I didn't like them completely. I was just like, well, that's who they are. And honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm too big to be saying that's who they are, and I feel like I'm too big to be surrounding myself with people who make me feel some type of way. So I'm like, why should I have to put up with any of that when I'm grown? Like, it's not like we're in class and we have to see each other, so it's like, might as well make it work. I don't have to make anything work. I don't have to see you. So if you're gonna start doing things that's gonna make me irritated or do shit that I don't find cute in the slightest or whatever, then I just won't be around you. Like, I just protect my energy. I don't even want to think about it at night. I don't want to spend time on it. I don't want to dwell on it. I just don't want to be around you. So I'm just at that point where it's like, if I see something that I don't like immediately, I'm just cutting it off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've had multiple situations about that this year where it was like, I thought it was gonna be one thing, but then it started to show a weird side of itself, and it was like, yikes. Let me get the hell out of there, because it started to get weird. But I would like to make a friend that, I don't know, I just, like, I don't know, I don't want to say I'm picky, but it's like, I'm not gonna settle for people who don't try to understand me or try to take my feelings into consideration or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna settle, I'm not gonna overstretch myself, I'm not gonna try to force a relationship, I'm not gonna do any of that. So if it's not vibing, I'm just gonna go. And honestly, that's honestly my vibe right now. So I'm just gonna hope the right people attract to me, and that's really all I can hope, because you can't force a relationship to happen. So basically, in like the friendship world, I'm single like a Pringle, and I'm looking to mingle, but I'm not settling. But I'm not settling. So yeah, just like with a boyfriend, I wouldn't settle for anything that I didn't like in a boyfriend. I'm not gonna settle for anything I don't like in a friendship, because like I said, I put up with things that I didn't like before, and I was like, bro, I just have to ignore that one part. Like, she's cool everywhere else, and it's like, yeah, no, that one part is literally gonna ruin the friendship. But yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna meet more people, make more friends, all the things. Another thing I want to do this year is potentially, hopefully, maybe, cross my fingers, I would like to get somewhat of a team together, whether that be get signed to an agency or get a manager or get an editor. Really, honestly, either or, whichever one comes first, I'll take it. I'll take one of them, any of them. Honestly, I want the editor most. But yeah, so one of those things, I don't know if that's a resolution, but that's like a goal of mine. That's something I really truly want to happen. I think for sure it'd be super helpful for me in my career, my YouTube career, just to have someone to help me keep track of the things I want to do and help me accomplish goals that I want to reach, and man, help me put some videos out, like, for real. Like, I feel like that's my number one problem. I have so many ideas and I can just never execute them in time, and it's just like the year flew, and sheesh, that lip gloss look crazy. The year flew and I just don't feel like I got enough videos out. Like, I didn't get nearly as much as I filmed out, and I think I got a cute little amount of videos out this year. I feel like this year definitely got out more videos than last year, but again, like I said, not nearly as much as I wanted to. So I really would love help with creating content somehow, some way. That would be amazing. That'd be awesome. I think my makeup is basically done. Not this one dry piece. Whoa, not the one scraggler. Okay, so I finished my makeup, but I didn't finish not even half of the things I wanted to talk about. So let's wrap this along. Also, if I can get like a manager or an agency that could help do the email stuff and the business side of things with the money and stuff to help get me sponsorships and help me monetize more of the content that I make, I feel like that would also help incentivize me to create more content. And honestly, it's just like, as much as I get like annoyed and frustrated sometimes with some sponsors or sponsorships that I have to do or deals or whatever, it does make me put more content out. So it's like, a double-edged sword. Not even really. It's like good for the sponsor, I get paid for it, and I get content out so people could see my content. So it's like a triple good thing, but it stresses me out because I have bad time management and I don't plan it out well enough. Sometimes I don't plan it out well enough, but it's just like, it's a good thing, but it stresses me out, but it helps. So if I can get more sponsorships, it would be like a mandatory thing. That's like, girl, you have to post this by this time, otherwise blah blah blah, and it would help make me stay accountable. But I should be able to push myself alone without sponsorships, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. I'm gonna say that for everything that I say that sounds kind of like, girl, what are you talking about? I'm gonna say that for every time, okay? But anyway, so yeah, my goal is to hopefully get someone to help me do stuff YouTube related, content creation related. That would be awesome. That would be extremely excellent. That would be extremely sufficient for me. This year I also really want to start making the content that I always wanted to make, like my dream content, the stuff I started a YouTube channel for, the stuff that I always found interesting to watch as a kid. As someone who watches things now, it's like the things I want to make. End goal for this channel, I don't want to just be that girl who goes to nursing school, who's like kind of passing, barely passing. I don't want that to be my entire channel. I definitely am in nursing school. I'm going to be a nurse. Like, obviously, like, it makes sense for me to keep making nursing content, so I'm going to keep making it. But that's not like the point of my channel. Some people only make their YouTube channel to document their nursing journey, and that's cool, that's super dope. So then that makes more sense for them to only post nursing content. But my channel started long before I decided to become a nurse or anything, and I feel like it's gonna go long after I graduate and am a nurse and whatever happened. So I want to start making more content that I actually want to make, and I appreciate all the people who came and followed me for my nursing content, and I hope you stay for my journey to discovering more things that I like to do just for me. But if you don't, I totally get it. But I want to venture out into more content, into more things that I've always wanted to make. Like, for example, just examples, like I haven't tried making these videos yet, but I want to. I feel like I would love to make like video essays. So video essays are basically, where it's just like you pick a topic, whether it be like a book, a movie, a show, and then you go into depth, just basically stating your opinion on it, or like something that you've noticed and other people probably noticed too, and you just kind of like maybe tie a little bit of jokes in there and you just talk about the movie. So say I'd be like, okay, let's talk about Wednesday, like the show on Netflix, and I'm like, okay, so why, and I just like put little clips of the show in there. I'm like, hey, so why did this happen, and why did she go to that point, and what, and all the things. So it's like a cute little thing, and it's like a little video, and it's about a show that people like to watch and all that. I love those type of videos, and I would love to make those type of videos, and I would love to plan that video out and try to do it. It's just like I never have time to do things, and it's like that type of video requires a lot of more planning than just a weekly vlog. So honestly, I'll go for the weekly vlog because I know people are gonna like it. It's easy for me to film because it's literally just my life, and it's just content that people like to see. So it's like, okay, I'll do that. But realistically, I would love to have the time to just sit and make those type of videos that I want to try to make, which is like the harder videos and the videos that have a little more substance to it than just me doing nothing for a week straight. You know what I mean? So I just want to try more videos like that. I want to do more reviews. I want to do more beauty content, more hair stuff. I want to do a bunch of stuff that I've always wanted to do on my channel, that I always imagined my channel being. I haven't really been able to live it up till its full potential. And honestly, I'm gonna blame it on nursing school. I'm gonna blame it on nursing school, but I do have breaks. I do have breaks in between, and I could be doing those things during those breaks. Like right now, I could be doing those things. Hopefully, I will figure it out and do film one this week. Maybe I'll try something cool and different. But yeah, so like I said, I just want to try new things. So be on the lookout for those type of things this year. I want to do more mukbangs. I want to do more stuff like that where you guys can get to know me and just talk to me and just vibe with my personality. If you guys are vibing with my vibe, then hopefully you'll like the videos just as much as you like my nursing content. I also love playing games and doing things like that, so I'd love to like eventually maybe start streaming. I don't know if I'd stream on Twitch. Maybe not. I don't know. I just feel like my family, my base, you guys are all on YouTube, so it's like I feel like it'd just be easier for me to stream on YouTube. But I know a lot of you guys are like, you guys are in nursing school, like, girl, who got time to watch somebody play a video game? It was like, I get it, trust me, I get it. But just playing these games and watching people make a fool of themselves is so funny, and I feel like you guys would love to see that. Like, I honestly, if you've never watched a streamer play a video game, I feel like you should do it at least once, and it should be me that you watch do it, because it would be so hilarious. I think it would be such a fun experience for the both of us. So maybe this year, maybe not, who knows. But it's something I definitely would be interested in trying, and I want to stream more, or at least go live more on YouTube, so that you guys can talk to me and we can talk and we can be live and in the chat. I'd have to plan it out though. I'd have to plan it out so it's like a thing where everybody knows, okay, we're gonna gather at this time and do this thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, okay, so now let's get into my predictions for next year. Okay, so my predictions for the year 2023. Okay, let me just do this before I say anything, because okay, I really am trying to manifest these things and I do not want them to be jinxed. I don't want to jinx, I want to manifest. Hold on, let me knock on wood. Okay, so these are some predictions. These are some hopes that I have for this year that hopefully will happen. Okay, these are very vulnerable, guys, so don't put any bad juju on me, please. Thank you. All right, so this year I actually decided that I am going to just keep my goals to myself just for this part of the year. I am planning on showing you guys eventually. I just decided I don't want to share it yet. I'm just too nervous. Okay, so I spoke it out into the universe, but I just don't feel like I need to post it online, you know, because I'm not saying you're a hater. I'm saying maybe the person behind you, right? Or the person next to you, or the person who is watching and skipping through. Maybe that person is, and I don't know, and I just feel like I don't want someone putting their nasty energy. I'm sorry. For the people that I know mess with me for real, I love you. And again, like I said, you guys will find out what my goals for this year was at the end of the year when I react to this year's goals. So when it's about to be 2024, I'm going to react to this video. The goals that I set, I saved them on a separate situation. I'm going to probably post it to my YouTube channel unlisted, and then I can just have it on there so that at the end of the year I can look and we can react to it together, and then we can see if I hit my milestones or not. So we're still going to see it, just not right now. Right now I just want to work towards it and not have it be like, I don't know, there for people to judge or to see, or, you know, speak over and do weird stuff. So that's what I decided I'm gonna do. Thank you for understanding. I love you. Yeah, enjoy the video. This is also kind of going to be like my letter to myself part for next year. So basically it's the part where next year I guess I'll react to this part of my video. Hey girl 2023 about to be 2024. Oh my god, it's crazy. Make my predictions for next year and basically ask myself if these things happened, and hopefully they did. So those are my predictions, my hopes, my dreams. Future Tiani, did we accomplish some of them? Did we pass any of them? All of them? Hopefully. Let me know. I feel like this year is going to be a good year. I hope this year is going to be a good year. I really need this year to be a good year. Now let's do a mini semester recap from my third semester in nursery school. So this semester was crazy. Again, if you guys know me, you guys know I love cutting it close. This semester I had peds and maternity, and that was fun. That was fun. That was probably the hardest semester for sure. Like, for sure. Basically, they split our semesters half and half into like 7 weeks each, and those were like the longest 7 weeks of my life. That was ridiculous for sure. So I started peds first. First test I believe I got a 78, and I don't really remember how I studied for sure. But I know I studied for it. I just didn't go super Saiyan hard, you know what I mean? Kind of chill, was like, okay, cool, let's listen to the lecture back, let's rewrite our notes, and let's go into the test. Basically, that's what I did. So I did that. I got a 78. So I was like, okay, let's try a little harder next time. So the second time came around, and the test was way harder, and I was focusing more on one topic than all the topics, because I thought that one topic was going to be on the test more because it was harder. The subject was the ducts and the heart, like the PDA, the PFO, those type of things. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It's basically like the baby's heart circulation that they have inside of their mother, and then when they come out it changes, and it's supposed to become how our heart circulation is. So a baby in utero, their heart circulation is different than a regular person outside of a mom. So basically the test was basically on that change, and it was on a bunch of other things, but I was focusing so hard on that change because that was like a hard concept for me to grasp, and I studied so much on that, and I didn't really pay attention to anything else. Girl, I got a 66. I got a 66 on that test, so that was fun. And then I ended up in the same situation I was in fundamentals, where I needed a certain grade to pass. I believe I needed about an 84. Did I need 84? I think I needed an 84 to pass, but I didn't know that at first. I was telling myself I needed an 86 to get a 75 average, period. But technically, I needed an 84 to get the 75 average to be like a 74.5 again. So literally, I was in the same situation that I was in fundamentals, but at this point, it's like I already went through that situation in fundamentals, and I was like, okay. So I'm not like breaking down and giving up and about to throw up and cry and throw up and cry. I was like, okay, let's just relax. We have to freaking study. And also, I have the confidence from last semester, which was spring 2022, which I did amazing in that semester. I did great, flying colors. Every test was above an 86. Like every test was above 86. It was like a great experience. Mwah, chef's kiss semester. It was beautiful. I got an A and a B that semester, so that was phenomenal for me. So it was like, girl, you're failing? Really? You look goofy. Like, you just passed perfectly fine, and then you busted your ass how long ago? 2 seconds ago, and now you want to sit here and bust your, and then you want to do this again? You want to do this again? And I was like, no. So I didn't lose my cool. I was chill, and I was like, okay, so I just need an 84. That's chill, that's fine. I can get an 84. Well, I said 86, so I was like, I can get an 86. 86 is nothing. I can get an 86. I just have to get a 90 on this test, period. I just have to get a 90 on this test. And that's fine, that's great. This is totally gonna happen. So I studied like I never studied before. I busted my ass, and I got an 86 on that test. So, I mean, it was like I busted my ass and I only got 86. I thought I definitely got like a 90 or something, but hey. But either way, grateful, happy. Whew, I got through, I made it, I got an 86. So I got 2 points above what I needed to get. That was nice, but I was stressed out and scared and stressed out and scared and scared and stressed out. So then, once we switched over to maternity, I made sure that didn't happen again. Same way I busted my ass for the last test, I busted my ass for this first test, okay? I was studying so hard. Like, I was days straight just like writing down, rewriting it, making flashcards, doing this whole thing. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. And for the first test, a lot of people failed. Like, a lot of people failed that test. And it was tricky. It was. Because we had a different teacher, and she worded things different. Interestingly. She worded things really interestingly. But it's just like I studied so hard, and I looked up things that I didn't even need to look up, and little did I know that was so great that I did that, because the things I looked up that I didn't know, I was like, bro, we're not even learning this. This has nothing to do with anything. This is for next unit. Guys, the teacher used things that were in unit 2, things that are supposed to be on the second test. She put it in the first test, and I accidentally started reading unit 2. That's how bad I was studying. Like, that's how like in it I was. So I accidentally started reading unit 2 stuff. I was like, oop, no, I'm done. Like, I'm dragging it. Go back to unit 1. But I already read some of it. So the some of it I read actually helped. And I was looking up videos and stuff. So the videos also mentioned things that was going to be in unit 2. And that's why I got those questions right. What did I get in the first test? I think I got an 86 again. I got an 86 again. Mind you, people failed. So it wasn't like, honestly, it wasn't like a regular 86. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a regular 86. I was like damn near one of the highest grades in class, because the bitches were getting 50s. Like, they were getting 50s. Like, people who were A students were getting C's. And I was like, damn, good thing I studied extra hard on this one, because this test would have took me out. Test would have clean took me out. So I was feeling myself. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling myself, but I was like, girl, you was about to damn near fail. You're goofy as fuck. I'm mad goofy. Like, it's not funny, because it's not funny. I'm like, why are you always an attention whore? Like, why? Why do you always have to make things so dramatic? You're so dramatic. I just love a good cliffhanger. Like, what is wrong with me? Anyway, so I got an 86 on that test. Bitches were hating, because bitches be hating. Guys, I have to, oh my god, hold on, I have to, anyway, I got me an 86. People were getting 50s, 60s, whatever. I was like, ooh. They was like, Tiani, how did you do? What did you do? I was like, girl, I actually busted my ass on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. And they were like, I bust my ass for every test. And I'm like, okay, so why'd you get a 50? Stop. That's not funny, Tiani. That's not funny, because that was me. So let me stop. That's not funny. But anyway, it's only because people are, bro, when I tell you people are nasty in nursing school, I can't wait. Oh, just give me a sec. Give me a sec. So yeah, I got an 86. Then the next test, I was like, okay, I kind of hustled hard, but I can kind of chill a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, nothing too crazy, but I could chill a little bit, because I kind of, I did that for that one. So I kind of chilled a little bit. I think I got an 80. Yeah, I got an 80. I got an 80 on the second test. I remember, because I thought it was a 78. Mind you, I studied hard on this one. I didn't study as hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Straight, you know how I tell it. I tell the truth. I didn't study as hard as the first test, because I was like, bro, I kind of busted my ass. Like, I'm not gonna kill myself again. Like, girl, that's not my lifestyle. Like, you know what I mean? That's not my lifestyle. I need breaks. I need breaks. Like, I just did that for 2 tests straight. You want me to do it for 3, 4 tests straight? No. I'm gonna get myself in a cute little spot, and I'm not going to not study at all. I'm gonna do a mini version of that hardcore version I did. So I got a 78, but it showed on, so it showed on the screen right after the test, which it usually never does. It usually, you take the test, and they have us take it on ATI's website, which I don't know why. We used to take it on Blackboard, which if you guys know what Blackboard is, it's like the school's little base where your classroom stuff is and all the stuff. Like, your teacher posts like the course outline and all the things on it. We used to take it on there, but we got rid of it. Like, our school doesn't even use that anymore now. So we use Brightspace, which Brightspace is like another version of the same thing, but I don't think we can take tests on there. So now we take tests on ATI, which is super annoying because I hate ATI. The way they would do it is they would disable the grade, so we wouldn't see it as soon as we take the test, as soon as we finish the test. But this time we was able to see it, so they forgot to disable the grade. So I saw it immediately as soon as I finished taking the test, and it said, I actually said 76. It dead ass said 76. Oh my god, yeah, literally, it said 76. It was a 76, and I was like, right as soon as I took the test, and I thought I ate. I was like, okay, cute, I ate, period. Logged out. Then it was like, boop, 76, and I was like, oh. What the hey yo, oh my god. And then I was like, okay, log out, maybe something's going, okay, it's wrong, period, it's wrong, okay, it's wrong, like I don't even want to hear it, it's wrong. No way I got a 76 on that one. I thought I ate, like that's crazy. But anyway, long story short, there was a bunch of type in questions that it didn't calculate yet, and the teacher had to manually put those grades in, so I got an 80. Whew, I was so scared. The whole day I was waiting for that grade to update, and I was like, I got a 76 and I thought I did my best and blah blah blah, and it was a whole thing. But I ended up getting an 80, and I was like, okay, that's more like it. Like, I thought, honestly, I got an 82. That's what I thought I got. I was like, I'm feeling like 82. I think I feel like I put 2 to 3 points less effort into this test, and I was right. I put 3 points less effort because I got 80 instead of 86, so I was right. That's why I was like, I don't feel like I put 5 points, 6 points less. That's a drag. Like, girl, bye. I didn't put that much less. I think I put 2 to 3 points. 2 to 3 points less. That's about a day off of studying, because I took about probably a day off. I probably, I did it in like 4 days. I studied for 4 days instead of 5. So that's 3 points. That's 3 points off. Not 6. Drag. So yeah, but anyway, it ended up working out. Got my 80. I was like, okay, that's more like it. That's more like it. I took my 80. I was like, okay, but let's really study before I just fuck everything up again, and that would be on the last test, and that would be really bad. And so I did. But here's the funny part. Guess who got a cold right before the last test? Your girl. Of course I did. Now I filmed this video, so you guys will be able to see it eventually. It won't be going up in the vlogmas, unfortunately, but you will be seeing it eventually. Where I studied. Mind you, I was sick. I studied while I was sick, like extremely sick. It's like basically like the flu thing or whatever is going around, the cold, the RSV, whatever you want to call it. Whatever's going around. I don't think it was a flu because like my stomach wasn't hurting and I wasn't like shitting myself. I didn't have any stomach pains or diarrhea or anything. But it was like more of a head cold. Like it felt like more of a head cold. And it was like I got cold chills and sweats and hot and cold, and I was throwing up, but no more GI symptoms than just me throwing up from coughing a lot. Like I think that's mostly what it was from, me coughing a lot, throwing up and coughing and throwing up and being gross and cold and hot and head hurts and all the things. So that's what happened to me. And then I still had to study for the test and still had to take the test even though I was sick, so that was great. And your girl ended up getting a 90. Thank you very much. Yeah. I ended up the semester nicely. Yes, thank you. Yeah, she's that girl. Yep, thank you. Yep, I wasn't playing with that one. I don't play with that one. Okay, so I made sure to end up the semester with a pretty little bow, and was like, boop, bye, thank you. That was fun. That was great. Thanks for having me. Love keeping shit fresh. Anyway, yeah, so that was cute. Yeah, so that was my grades this whole semester. Struggling, and I was posting throughout most of it. I feel like the whole semester I was posting, like, because I had a bunch of sponsorships in the beginning. So I at least posted once a month throughout the entire semester. And then December I posted a lot, and it was just like a lot of things going on, and I kept posting, and I was very excited about that. I was very proud of myself for that. So yeah, that was cool. But yeah, girl, oh my god, I was without my girl Barania, and Barania is my little buddy. Like, she really is my nursing school best friend, and Barania was looking out for me too. Like, she was helping me study the night before tests. She was like quizzing me on things, going over certain topics with me. She was really my ride or die. Love you, Barania. I couldn't have done it without her, and just like studying by myself this semester was so tough because you guys know I study with Barania. If you guys haven't seen Barania, you have to go watch the vlogs with her, okay? We usually have classes together. We've had classes together since fundamentals, but this is the first semester where we didn't have classes together. So next semester we scheduled it out to where we're gonna be together again. We're gonna have the same clinical, same class classes, all the things. But this semester we couldn't because her registration date was like a day after mine, and by the time she got on there, all the classes were full except for one, and it was like a whole thing. But anyway, so this time we're gonna be together, but this semester was really rough not having my study buddy with me because I'm used to studying in pairs, like with another person, and being able to quiz and back and forth. And that was like a lot of my downfall when I first started studying by myself, which was I didn't quiz myself. I didn't do that. Like I was just like learning it and then keeping the information in my head and then hoping to be able to remember the stuff for the test. But I realized I have to quiz myself and I have to test myself and I have to ask myself questions and do the things. So yeah, Brania helps me do that, and flashcards help me do that. So flashcards and Brania, that's all you need for nursing school. But anyway, let's get into the juicy stuff, because when I tell you these girls in nursing school are nasty, like guys, let's get into it, because you guys know me, right? You guys know me. Basically the same way I act on camera, I act the same way off camera. I am super nice, super honest, super open. Like I'm not hiding anything. I'm not ashamed. I mean, I get embarrassed, sure, I get embarrassed, and I am honest. When I get a bad grade, I'll just say it. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna sit here and try to keep it quiet. I'm not gonna be weird about it. I'm just gonna say like, oh damn, I got like a 78, I got a 60, I got a blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna say it like it is what it is. The fact I got that grade. These girls in this school are weird, okay? If you guys aren't in nursing school yet, or if you are, you may know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, get ready for it, okay? Because bitches are weird, alright? So I'm not saying I'm one to like ask everybody what their grade is and stuff, because I'm not, but actually I'm literally not. I ask my friends what their grade is. Like I ask my friend because you're my friend, like we studied together, we talked about the test together, like blah blah blah. I'm not gonna go and ask random people what their grade is. It's kind of rude. It's kind of rude and kind of like insensitive. So especially if I know I kind of ate, like I kind of you know what I mean, on the test, I shit on the test. I'm literally not, like bitches. Okay, so what you could see, people will literally go around when they know they got a good grade, they got like a 90 something, they'll go around and ask everybody what their grade is on a test that they know people was struggling to get good grades on. So it's like that first test. Now me, right, I'm classy, I'm cute, I'm not gonna say anything. I got me an 86. I was like got an 86. Okay, cute. I didn't know the test was hard until I got to lecture for the next test, like, you know, because we take our test in the morning, then we have a break, then we have a lecture again. So by the time I got to that lecture, everybody's throwing a fit. Everybody's like, that wasn't fair, this, that, and the third, and I'm like, what? Mind you, I didn't get my grade yet. So I was just like, I thought it was okay. Like I thought it was hard. Yikes. Maybe I should be more worried. Like I'm just, they only stressing me out. Like I'm just like, oh, okay. So then by the time the next class comes and we all have our grades, I'm like, just what I thought, period. Now if I was like these bitches, I could have been like, oh, what did you get on a test? What did you get on a test? What did you get on a test? If I was nasty like these girls. But I'm not, because I know, first of all, I read the room, everybody doesn't like their grades, everybody's upset, right? I'm happy with my grade, but everybody's upset, everybody's mad, so like, you know what I mean, morale is low, right? So wouldn't it be a dickhead thing to sit here and ask you what you got? But if you're on the verge of tears and I ask you and you're like a 40, and I'm like, oh, and you know what question's gonna happen next, and they do this because they know what question's gonna happen next. What did you get? Girl, I got an 86. Like that would be so rude. You don't think it's rude? Apparently a lot of people don't think it's rude because a lot of people in nursing school do it. So it's like, girl, and especially like, it's fine, maybe it's okay when we're friends, right? It's okay when we're friends, like, because you know, I use the term friend loosely. Me and Brady are friends. Other people, right? Okay, so people would literally come up to me and be like, what did you get on the test? And I'm like, oh, I got a 72. And they'd be like, oh, really? Oh, wow. What did you get? Oh, I got a 98. Yeah, sorry. And it's like, yeah, that's interesting. But then they'll say that when they have a good grade, but when they don't have a good grade, they don't ask you. I'm like, wait, I was looking forward to people asking me. I couldn't wait to be like, I got 86. I couldn't wait. But believe it or not, bro, nobody asked me what my grade was. Why? And for the last test, again, nobody asked me what my grade was. Nobody asked. I didn't get any text message. Mind you, for the second test, got a text message, hey, what'd you get? Because other people got good grades. They couldn't wait to find out what other people got so they could share how good of a grade that they got. It's just like, that shit is so ghetto. That shit is so ghetto. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Anyway, y'all got no type of home training. Y'all getting so excited. Y'all can't wait to just hurt people's feelings. But anyway, all I'm saying is that even when I get my little bad grades and people do the whole, oh, what did you get, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know what? We're all in this together, right? Let's just hear what each other got, whatever. It's not that big a deal. I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. Like, cause honestly, people be like acting weird when they got a bad grade. They're like, won't even talk about the test. They won't even bring it up. And I'm like, I'll talk about it because I know I did like shit, and whatever it is, whatever. I'm just gonna work harder next time. Bitches won't talk about it, and they'll get weird. But then when it's a good grade, they'll talk about it, and they can't stop talking about it, and they can't stop rubbing it in that they got a good grade. So not even caring that someone next to them didn't get such a good grade. And this has been happening since fundamentals. So like, that's ghetto. So it's like people will literally brag that they got a good grade, but as soon as they get a bad grade, they shut the fuck up. And it's like, no, keep talking. Actually, keep talking. Like, cause it's like, keep the same energy. Like, if you're gonna talk so much about the test, talk so much about the test. Cause now I want to talk about it. Cause I got a good grade this time. Why don't you want to talk no more? That's kind of rude. I want to talk about my grade. Now you don't want to talk? Interesting. And yeah, it's basically it. Like, they just be acting weird. They'll talk about their test nonstop when they got a good grade on it, even though other people might have not got a good grade on it. And then when they get a bad grade and you're trying to talk about the test, then they want to be like, oh, let's not talk about the test, just shush, oh, please, like all this extra shit. It's like, that's ghetto. Anyway, but yeah, I'm just saying, man, just saying, people are weird in nursing school, and it's like they kind of hope you're doing bad to make themselves feel better, and it's like, it was never giving that. Also, there was a crazy story where one of my friends, right, was talking to this other girl, right, and I know the other girl, like, we're cool, whatever. This was about the first test that I got the 86 on, and these are the same people who I was with in the first half of the semester, and they saw me struggling, they saw me like barely pass and just make it out at the last second, like all the things. They saw my journey, so they understand where I'm coming from. And these people, they were also with me around the first semester, and they saw me barely pass there too. So it's like, they kind of understand, okay, Tiani, she'd be a little sketchy, like her grades are a little sketchy, like she's hanging on by a thread here, right, whatever. So they know I don't always be having the best of the grades, so like they know they always are getting, okay, cool, they got stable grades, their grades are fine, whatever. And whenever they ask me, because of course they're gonna ask, well, what did you get on the test, because they want to see if I got a bad grade, I tell them whatever my grade is, and they're like, oh, okay, blah blah blah, you know, that's fine. I'm like, oh, okay. Then they're just like, oh, okay, well, I got this, and I'm like, oh, congratulations, like that's a good grade, like damn, you really did that. You know what I mean? I'm like super supportive of people who get good grades, like period. I don't care if I got a bad grade, I'm gonna still congratulate you on your good grade because you got a good grade. Like, I feel like that's just, I don't know, common sense. Like, I thought it was common sense, but listen, the treatment I got from getting a good grade and they didn't get a good grade was ugly. It was really ugly. It was like, girl, you know how many tests I didn't do good on, and I had to sit here and be like, oh, good job, you did that, congrats, nice job, you always get good grades, awesome, like good for you. Like, you know how many times I just have to sit there and be like praising you and being like, oh, like good job, I mean, like I suck but you guys did great, like you did great. I don't know, just my little bullshit like happy answer, like good job, you know, whatever, you did good. When I tell you I couldn't even get a good job, guys, that is so gross. Like, ew. Ugly people. There are ugly people in nursery school. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm just gonna leave it at that because really it was just like, I couldn't get a good job. You know how many times I've sat through getting worse grades than the people I hang around and having to just be like, I'm not gonna be a sore loser. I'm gonna just be like, okay, cool, good job, you did great. I couldn't even get that. And this was my first time doing it. Like, I couldn't just the one time for the one time, no. Like, bitches was like, one girl was like, oh, I can't believe I got such a bad grade. Like, this is like my worst grade ever, blah blah blah, on the first test. And the other one was like, oh, don't even worry about it, this test was rigged, it was bullshit, this, that, and the third. And I was just listening. Like, I'm not gonna say anything because I got my good grade, I don't care. Like, it's just, I was just like, oh yeah, girl, talk your shit, like whatever you gotta say to make yourself feel good, say it. Like, I don't care. I'm not gonna say be like, it wasn't rigged, I got a good grade. Like, ew, just shut up. Just shut up. You got your good grade, shut up. Just sit down and shut up. Let them rant, because when I be getting my bad grades, I'll be ranted too. So period, let them rant. I was like, it was rigged. Because honestly, if you want to get into it, honestly, I think I deserve a 90. So yes, I do believe it was rigged because I should have got a 90. If you want to get into it, yes, it was rigged. Yes, it was rigged because I should have got a 90. If I was an asshole, I would have said that. I would have jumped in on the conversation and be like, yes, I believe so, because I believe honestly, I thought I got higher because I did. But anyway, besides the point. So then she was like, no, it was rigged, don't worry about it. And then the girl was like, but Tiani, she did good on the grade, like she did good. I don't think it was rigged because Tiani did good. And that was her being nice. She was like, oh, Tiani did good. Like, obviously it's not like fucking, it wasn't like ridiculous, it made sense to somebody. Tiani got it. And then the girl straight up was like, no offense, I don't give a fuck what Tiani got. Girl, when I was like, guys, I was literally, I swear to God this happened. I cannot lie about this. She said it right in front of me. I was like, mind you, and you guys see how my setup is, like we just sit in the rows and like in lecture, and I'm just like, ew, bitch, hello, fucking ugly bitch, ew, what? that's goofy. I'm like, why are you so fucking mad? Ew. I mean, like, it was really not that deep. Like, what, you never did bad on a test before? Welcome to the club. Like, why are you acting like that? Ew. It was not that serious. And it was definitely not that serious to say that right there. Like, even if you said this over a phone call later, that would have been chill. That would have been like, yeah, regular shit. Like, just talk shit on the phone later by yourself. You was so emotional, angry, fed up in the moment. I don't give a fuck what Tiani got. Mind you guys, this person is my friend. I was like, ew. I deadass was like, ouch. I said that. I was like, ouch. And she was like, no offense, but like, for real, like, that's was bullshit. I was like, girl, it's more than that, you know that. But okay. Like, I still didn't get a congratulations. I still didn't get like a, you did good though. No, but you did good. But she just, I was like, and that is when I knew, don't trust nobody in this fucking program. Besides Brania. Brania is my friend. Everybody else, I don't know. And the girl who was asking like, oh, well, what about Tiani? She's also my friend. Because she was also helping me study at night. But don't be quick to call everybody your friend. Oh, I have another one. Oh my god, I want to make this video quick. I want to wrap this up, but I have another story for you. Drama in school, bro. Okay, so this happened at the end of peds where I needed to get 84 to pass. Otherwise, I would have failed out of peds and had to retake the class. Next year, 2023 fall, I would have been taking peds and OB again. But thank god that didn't happen, so it was fine. But I needed to study for my test, and I was like, oh my god, I need to hardcore study, blah blah blah. And then I found this lovely, cute group of black girls in my class, right? They were cute and lovely, and they all hung out with each other, and they were all LPNs, because now at this point in my program, the LPN students who's in the LPN to RN bridge and just the regular RN students, we all merge. So I have a bunch of LPNs in my program now, like in my class, in my cohort. So they were all together, and they all like kind of just hung out and just did their own thing, and I was like, oh my god, so cool. Like, I could use a couple black friends. Like, I don't have any black nursing friends in school with me. Like, I have black nursing friends outside of school, obviously, but not in school. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll be outgoing, get to know people. You know, I don't like doing that. I had to step out my comfort zone, but I was like, let's do it because I need help. If I can get like a study group or something, they look like they study together, let me see, maybe they'll adopt me. I would love to be adopted. They were a little older than me. They're probably actually a lot older than me, not too much, but a lot, kind of like maybe like 30 something. They were all kind of moms or in that mom range, so like 30 plus. And I'm 22, so I'm like one of the youngest people in my program, honestly. Like, honestly, I think me and Bronny are like the babies. And if not, there's maybe some 21-year-olds, but like that's as young as it gets. My program is mostly like real adults. I was like, okay, let me muster up the nerve. Let me go ask them if I can join their little group, whatever, just for this last test, because the first two I studied by myself and that didn't work out. So let's try this. Let's try to, you know, venture out, get help. So I went to these group of girls that look super cool and friendly and inviting. I told them my whole dire situation. I was like, hey, do you guys study together? And it was like, oh, yeah, we study together sometimes. Like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. I wanted to know maybe if you guys were studying anytime this week. Mind you, the test is next week because we only had a week in between tests. So we had our test, a lecture right after the test, the next week a lecture, next week the test. And then that was it. So we had 3 lectures and a test, and we had 2 lectures in one day. So test, lecture, test. Get it? Okay. So it was the lecture day, and test was next week. So I was like, oh, could you, if you guys study this week, could I maybe join if you guys were open to having another person? And then they were like, oh, sure, yeah, let me get your phone number. We'd love to have you. Sure. I was like, okay, cool. I gave the phone number, got the phone number, was okay, cool. And I was like, I don't know, maybe they won't hit me up, maybe they will, maybe they won't. If they don't, that's fine, but I know I tried, and that's all I can do. Like, I tried to be vulnerable and open and ask for help and not be prideful, you know, ask for help when you need help, and I did it. I tried. So I was like, okay, it's in God's hands. If they help me, they help me. If they don't, they don't. Whatever. I know I'm just gonna still study. So I was like, okay, cool. Then I walked to my car, and then I get in, I'm about to start it up, then I get a call. I'm like, ooh, oh, I just. Then I was like, oh, it's from the girl I just gave my number to. So I'm like, okay, cool. I think I was already driving at this point, probably. So I was like already driving away from the school, and then I answered the phone, and I'm like, oh, hey. And it was like, hey, what was your name again? I was like, oh, it was Tiani. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. And mind you, this is not the girl who I gave my number to. This is her friend. So the girl I gave my number to gave her phone to somebody else. The girl she gave the phone to, I saw her in the group as well, so it's fine. And she was like, oh, this is blah blah blah, the friend I gave my number to, said you wanted to study with us and stuff. And yeah, I was like, yeah, yeah, I just wanted to study for the last test at least, you know, blah, blah, blah. I think I work better in a group with other people where I can just like quiz, and I can quiz people and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh yeah, okay, like what's up? What's going on? Are you doing okay right now in the program and stuff? And I'm like, honestly, no, like I just told her, I was like, bro, I need to get an 84 on this next test. And I was like, oh my god, okay, what grades did you get already? And I was like, oh, okay, she actually cares. Okay, cool. Interesting, like I just wasn't expecting this. So I was like, okay, well, I got a 78 and then I got 60 something, and it's not looking good. I need to get an 84 at least to stay in the program. And they're like, oh my god, girl, do not worry, we got you. We will figure something out. Oh my god, no, we're all gonna be passing, we're all gonna graduate next semester, like don't even worry about it, we got you. I was like, what? Oh my, you're so nice, oh my god, thank you. She's like, yes, like we will figure something out. Like she's like, I have kids honestly, and so do some of the other people, but we're gonna figure something out that works for all of us. Do you work? And I was like, not right now, no, I'm not working, because this is just after I quit my job at the restaurant. So I was like, no, honestly, I'm not working right now, so I'm literally available whenever you guys, like I get it, you got kids, so you're probably not gonna be available all day or like all night or whatever. So whenever you're available, like 3 in the morning, you want to call, 2 in the afternoon to 2:30, like I don't care, like I'll do it, like whatever time you're available. Like I don't want to make this hard on anybody, just whatever you're available to just do a little quiz or whatever we can do, however you want to study, we can do it, available. And they're like, okay, great, that sounds great, perfect, I will call you this week, we will set something up and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, great, awesome. So this is like, I believe Tuesday that we're talking right now on the phone. This is right after lecture. I'm like, okay, cool. Tuesday, she says this, and I'm like, okay, wow, I feel so good, I feel great. I mean, she's like, no, sweetie, us black girls gotta stick together. I was like, stop, I love you, oh wow, this is great. She was like, yes, we're gonna all graduate together, we're gonna walk, and we're gonna blah blah blah. And I'm like, wow, this is, guys, she sold me. I was like, wow, this is amazing. So I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. And she's like, okay, I'm just gonna go, I have to finish some V-Sims, but then maybe we can talk tonight, maybe, we'll see. And I'm like, okay, cool, so that sounds great. Now she hangs up, and I'm like, okay, great. I got home, and I'm like, guys, oh my god, I feel so good. I was feeling so sad and scared and like stressed out right before, because honestly, even again, the same friends that I thought I had in school were like, oh, whenever I asked them for help, I'm like, bro, can we study together? Can we like do like a FaceTime or something? They're like, oh, I study better by myself, I wouldn't even know how to help you, I'm sorry, like, no, I'm so busy and I study at weird times, like I can't. I'm just like, damn, we can't study together for 2 seconds? Can't even call me the night before the test? Can't even, like, damn, it will help you too. Like, I mean, I'm obviously not gonna sit here and just take all the information. I'm trying to collaborate here. I'm trying to study together. That's the point. But whatever. So they were like, no. So that's why I reached out to the black girls in the first place. So I was like, okay, let's reach out to the black girls. Let's see, you know, hopefully sisterhood, keep us together. So I felt so good after the phone call. I called my boyfriend. I was like, oh my god, Hector, I think I found new friends. I think blah blah blah. I told my mom, I was like, mommy, I feel good about this test. I think these girls are gonna help me. And they took me under their wing, and they give you that motherly vibe. Like, I just love it. So like, they were like, no, sweetie, we got you. And you know, they're a little older than me, so they were like, sweetie, and I was like, thank you. Oh my god, I love this. Like my aunties, like it was great. And then I was like, okay, so let me prepare, right? Let me make sure I go over my lecture, write my notes out, and then I could get ready to study with them. So then let me go over my lecture, write my notes out first beforehand. So the same night I started studying, and then I remembered that the girl said she had to finish her V-Sims. So I was like, oh, I already did all my V-Sims. I have the answers. Miss Girl, would you like help with the V-Sim? Because I can help you with it, you know what I mean? So I texted the girl. I was like, oh, tell your friend if she wants, I can help her with the V-Sim, because I already did it. If she wants, I could send help, you know, with the V-Sim. I got no response. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean, like, you know, I get it. Integrity and all, whatever, I guess, if you want to sit there through a V-Sim when there's already the answers out. I guess if that's, hey girl, if that's you, then stick to what you want to do. That's fine. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Hope I didn't scare her off by saying that. No one's like, oh my god, she's like trying to get us in trouble. Like, it's not that deep. It's really not. It's a V-Sim, like, girl, bye. She didn't respond. So I was like, okay, maybe she just didn't like that question, I don't know, or maybe she just like, no, she got it, or she finished it, or whatever. Some people are just bad at responding and bad at texting, so whatever. Maybe she'll text me when she wants to text me, needs to text me, whatever. So I was like, okay, let me just continue studying. So I continued studying, and I was like, okay, I didn't finish yet. By the second day, I wasn't all caught up with all the lectures, so I was like, let me just keep studying, and I'm like, okay, just waiting for the text. and hopefully I will have all this stuff in my head so that at least when people ask me questions, I can kind of dig through some type of memory and, you know, answer the question, ask them questions back, participate, you know, because to be in a study group, you have to study beforehand and then come to the group with questions with answers. You can't just come to the group knowing nothing. So I was like, okay, let me know things before I go, before we talk, before we get together. And I was assuming we'd probably get together around Thursday, Friday. So I was prepping for that. So I'm still learning. And then Thursday comes, no text. I'm like, okay, probably tomorrow. I'm not done anyway, so it's fine. So then I'm finishing up Thursday night, and I'm like, okay, cool, so I should be good by Friday. I should be good for Friday. So then I text her Friday. I'm like, hey, are you around? Text me when you're free or when we can study, or let me know what time or whatever. So I text her something like that. No response. So I just keep studying. I was like, okay. Again, some people are bad at texting because, I mean, I can't relate. I like to communicate. I like to over communicate, so I can't relate. But yeah, some people just don't know how to say things when things are awkward, or like when it's like uncomfortable to say it, I guess. Or, you know, some people get like weird when they're like, they have to say no to something, or they have to explain why they can't do something or whatever, so then they just don't respond at all, which is rude in my opinion, but hey. So anyway, she doesn't respond. Shocker, she also doesn't respond for the rest of the weekend. Again, the test is on Tuesday, so now Monday comes and I text her like, okay, well maybe we could study the night before, like maybe we could do like a quick review session. I'm not gonna hold the fact that you didn't text me at all this week against you, because God forbid I was waiting on that fucking text. I'm not gonna hold it against you. So I texted her Monday night, like, oh, not Monday night, I texted her Monday in the morning, and I was like, hey, I'm available today if you guys want to get together or FaceTime or something to study or do like a quick review session right before the test or something. No response. None. Nothing. Not one response. So I'm like, okay, these bitches flaked. And honestly, it's like, damn, I probably should have got the friend's number, because honestly, I got her number, but she wasn't the one promising me all these things. It was the friend. So I should have got the friend's number. This one is probably like, I never said that. Even though she did say, oh yeah, I'll let you know. But regardless, she could have let the friend know and the friend could have called me, but hey, whatever. So no response. I ended up getting help from other people, thank God, because I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket. So I ended up calling up Barania. I actually ended up getting help from my teacher, one of my teachers. She wanted to do a quick review session with me in the daytime. She was so lovely. She wanted to make sure I passed, so she told me to study over the weekend and then bring in a bunch of questions that I had for her on Monday morning. And then I went Monday morning to her office, and then we like talked about the questions I had, and she helped answer some things, clarify things for me. We went over some things, and that really helped me. Thank you to her. Such an angel. Then I got on a phone call with one of my friends, who's actually my friend, the girl who was asking like, what about Tiani? She did, you know, that one. I got on the phone with her, and we was talking about the test and everything, and she was helping me go over some things. She helped quiz me and stuff, so that was really nice as well. So between the teacher and her, I was already like feeling good, and all the studying I did. I was rushing my studying the week before to make sure I was ready to join a study group on Thursday and Friday, so then the girls never showed up or never called me or stood me up basically. And so then I just had nothing but time to just really get into flashcards and get into watching videos and all the things. So, and then I had my review session, and then my other review session with my friend, and I was ready for the test by the time the next day came. Like I said, I got 86 on that test. I came to the school, blah blah blah, saw the girls. Tell me why them girls did not even look at me. They could not look at me. And I was like, right, because if I was really relying on you guys would have ghosted me. Even though you heard how dire my situation was, you would have ghosted me. I was like, people are nasty, guys. Nasty. Like, I could never do that to anyone. I could never do that to anyone. Even if I didn't want to teach them, even if I didn't want to study with them, even if I didn't want to blah blah blah. I could never tell someone I'm going to, yes, oh yes, we can do that. And then she really was like reeling me in. She was like, no, we're gonna graduate together, we're gonna walk on the thing together, we're gonna blah 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 blah. And I was like, wow, you actually care. I asked the right people. No, I didn't. No, absolutely not. She literally did not care. None of them cared, because no one talked to me. No one said anything. Mind you, it was multiple girls. It was at least three. It was at least three that was like, oh yeah, da da da. What happened? What happened? So maybe it was the first, like, let's say it was just the first girl. I don't know, but I feel like they seem close. Like, they all seem pretty close. I don't know, but they all seem pretty close. Maybe the first girl just never told any of them that, oh, she's looking for us to link up. And it's not like I was asking for everybody, because maybe if, I mean, obviously you guys all have different schedules, you guys all work jobs, okay, cool, but like, when are you studying? Like, just call me when you're studying. Like, are you not studying for this test? Like, I don't know, like, I don't think I was asking for a lot. And honestly, I would have appreciated it if I would have just got a text back that said, oh my god, this weekend's so crazy, I can't study this weekend, maybe Monday night, but no promises, like, I'm so sorry, I wish I could help more. I don't know. Anything, like, or oh, today's no good, sorry. Ooh, today's no good, sorry. Something like that. Something, I don't know, any excuse, just anything. Like, I wasn't even worth a text back. I'm literally like texting you like, hey, that was kind of, you know what I mean, kind of. So it's really just like, rely on yourself, don't rely on others, because they will literally let you down. They would literally let you down first chance they get. I'm like, that was some grimy shit, because literally, what if my plan was you guys? Good thing I never trust people, because my plan was not you guys. Because literally, Jesus, I could only imagine if I was the poor little girl that was like, please guys help me, and you guys are mad big, too big to be leaving girls on red, not responding. It was like, I felt like it was a joke. And those girls I saw for the rest of the semester did not look at me. Could not look at me. Could not say a word to me. Did not say a word. Did not even explain, sorry about da-da-da. Didn't ask me how the test went. I was like, you better not. I hope you think I failed. I hope you keep that guilt on your shoulders for the rest of the program. Because it was just like, and if I did fail, that was hella, and it was like, it was even more motivation for me to pass this test, because I was like, I can't wait to just keep looking at you bitches, because you guys are fucking dickheads for that. That's so rude. But anyway, okay, I think that's it for the stories of this semester. It was funny, but it was crazy. Those are like my craziest 2 stories from the semester of people being hella trifling. But yeah, anyways, I think that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy New Year again, and I hope this year goes exactly how you guys have it planned. I hope all your resolutions come true and everybody is safe and happy for the holidays. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to follow me on all my socials. They'll be linked down below. And yeah, Happy New Year. Bye.